I'm Jacob Von Eichel. Welcome to another How Tuesday. We are here in Brooklyn at the fabulous Brooklyn Kitchen with the fabulous Michelle First, and it's so freaking cold out that we are gonna make some
hot sauce
to warm up. Michelle, tell us about this hot sauce. What's it called? What do you put in it?
Well, it's called Heatsy, and
Clever.
the first thing that we start off with, we have some New Mexico chilies, chili de árbol, garlic, salt, a little bit of white distilled vinegar, and our special ingredient today, sherry. When they come out of the package, the first thing I like to do is give them a little wipe down because they're often dirty and dusty from the fields. And then the next thing that we're going to do, we want to take off the tops.
I can decapitate?
You can decapitate. And then I want you to figure out how hot you want it. The chili de árbol is really going to determine that.
Okay.
For a medium German palate that I have, I would only do 3 or 4.
Only 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Can I do 4 or 5? I'll do 3 or 4.
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to rehydrate them with a little bit of hot water. Hands away. So you just pour the hot water on top, just enough to barely cover. And then the other thing to make sure that they stay submerged is just to have a plate that'll fit inside the bowl and keep them underwater.
It's pretty high tech.
It is. One thing that we have been so loosely handling these chilies, but you want to be careful because that spice can translate to those fingertips.
So you don't want to rub your eyes or anything?
No, no. Keep it above the waist. And in case you need to
keep it above the waist.
So these are going to be hydrating right now, and while that's happening, we can do the very mundane task of peeling our garlic. And again, this is a little bit like the chili. If you like a very garlicky flavor, you can add a little bit more, but for this amount of peppers, I think about 4 cloves of garlic would work great. So we have our strained, rehydrated peppers.
Rehydrated peppers?
Strained.
Strained.
We're gonna put them in the blender. We're gonna make sure to get all those seeds.
Right, because that's where the hot power is,
That's where some of the hot power is.
All right.
And then we're gonna keep the water because we might want, if we need to thin out our hot sauce, it's a good thing to use. Then next thing we're gonna do is add some salt. A couple tablespoons we'll start off with, and then we'll adjust it, of course, at the end. Next ingredient is our vinegar, and today I've chosen a distilled vinegar. You don't want to use any wine vinegars usually, that'll kind of complicate the sauce, but it's a dealer's choice, choice. And this is about a cup of vinegar.
Okay. Tell us about this sherry.
Well, we were doing a little research about what makes Tabasco sauce so delicious, and what they do is they age all of their hot sauce in oak barrels. And I thought, how do we get that oaky flavor in this without oak barrels?
Right.
And so why don't we choose a Spanish sherry that's aged in oak barrels, and that'll give us some of the flavor. I think we'll start with a tablespoon of this in also, and then we'll adjust that when we need to.
What about the garlic?
You put her in, put her in. And here we go, get ready for the sound.
Right, I'm ready. You don't want it totally uniform, right? You want some chunks in there.
A little bit. So Jacob, our hot sauce is ready to go. We just need something to serve it in.
Pick these boys up at Etsy on Antiquarian. Perfect.
Beautiful as well. What are you going to enjoy this first on?
I don't know. Oysters?
Sounds delicious.
Anything. I'm going to put this on everything. Well, Michelle, I think we've done a fine job here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brooklyn Kitchen, for hosting us. And thank all of you for tuning in. And let's drink a toast.
To you.
To you. To all of you. Ah, it's so hot! It's good, but you're supposed to put it on things, I think.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Ah! That's good, though. Whew. Don't try that at home, I think. It's really good, though.